And welcome back. 8 years and we are having a ball. It's a lot of fun here on the set, guys.
That's right. Open your eyes. We've been broadcasting for 8 years since November 17, 2008. Wow. We have been helping you start your morning right, and today was a great day to be able to look back on the past year and just tell you a little bit of the behind the scenes fun that you don't get to see, right?
Eat some cake.
And eat cake and drink champagne at 8 o'clock in the morning.
It looks like confetti cake.
It's a caramello cake, to be precise, right? Speaking of confetti, we want to thank Jaime from Confetti for dressing our set for us, providing the balloons and ensuring that we looked a little bit more festive today, right?
That's right, and of course, it is more than a festive day. Yesterday when I heard about the segment or the segments, I was like, I can't wait.
That's the dance you did? That almost looked like a Running Man was about to start just now, you know.
I'm just taking you back. Yes, taking you back all the way to the 80s.
I almost feel like you guys could have a Running Man competition. No?
There'd be no competition.
Ooh, all right. We'll deal with that smack talk after.
No.
Amy, I don't know about you, but I'm
backing out that one.
Why are we
Running Man is not something that you
Running Man
compete
music
with. It's like all kid and play, you kind of partner with.
Yeah.
I was thinking, you see?
Right.
What a morning, what a morning.
I didn't know what I was getting started there, but we're
even Rick can do the Running Man. And Roger Rabbit, if you all know what that is.
No, he does the sprinkler. Isn't that his move? Speaking of Rick, we talk about these people all the time, and it's time for us to break this wall so you know who we're talking about. Yeah. First of all, we got to say, and we've said it earlier, there are a lot of people who work behind the scenes to get this job done. And we always have in studio with us 3 cameramen, and we have 3, they rotate, so we'll have the 3 who are working today. We have on the camera right now, we got Daryl Mogiel. Daryl, you can do your little wave and stop pretending like you're working. Yeah. All right. To the back, we have Alvin.
All right.
Smile, let them see you
Smile.
against a black wall.
Don't look so serious. All right, and we have Stephen Ferguson. Check him out. Yeah.
And Stephen has been here from the very beginning.
He's another 25 years.
Wow.
You'll be with us for another 25 years, Stephen?
Of course.
Now, I don't know how we're going to capture this, but we're going to work on it right now, on being able to get the behind the scenes from the control room. So let's tell you, we have 3 cameramen in studios with us. Our producer floats between both areas, right? So they're either in here or in the control room at the moment. Stephanie Daniels is in the control room. We're going to try to get it through the glass.
Let's start off with Sosa first.
So we got the audio. Sosa, cut, right? He makes sure you can hear us and don't hear the things you're not supposed to hear.
All right.
And then we have our lovely student / part-timer, Shanice. Yeah. And then we have the man in the director seat.
Turn around, Rick. Smile for the camera.
There you go. And we have our new producer with us, Stephanie Daniels. She put together the entire show that you see today and the shows you'll see every morning. Right? Did I miss anybody else in there? No. All right, we got an MCO upstairs as well. Who's working today?
MCO?
Who's working? Oh, we have Abu Sese upstairs, but we can't get the camera all the way up there right now. He also works with us early in the morning. We have Miss Mai, who's here as well, very involved in the production of the show. And she's actually going to come on set in just a bit, so she's waiting on the side. But we got to talk about our cake in the meantime.
Yes, and our cake was made by Caramello, formerly Pate Choux, which I like that name more, but I even love more Caramello.
I think Caramello is easy for people to pronounce.
Yeah, I know.
Caramello.
And we have Aurelio here who did this amazing cake. Tell us, how long did it take to get to this beautiful creation?
8 years.
About that.
Yeah. From the start, the thought process, or when we started to make it? Because
you can start from the thought
process. What put you to this creation?
When I was thinking about it, this started maybe 5 years ago. I did the 3rd anniversary cake for Open Your Eyes 1 year. I was just starting out.
Yeah.
And I had no experience really in the pastry field, and this show allowed me to open up, venture out into actually going to culinary school, and then it gave me a lots of chance to expose what I do.
Yeah, I love that, right? So this fits in the theme with having Marlyn back. I remember Aurelio did the 3rd anniversary. It was cupcakes in the form of a 3, and they had eyes on them, and it was really creative. And Aurelio at the time was a 6th form student who was just baking on the side, right?
Yeah, it was just, fun.
Yeah.
And when I was thinking about this cake, I'm like, I want to bring back the circles, reminisce from that time. Also, I want it to be a celebration. So I want it to be an 8th birthday cake. So something that, you'd think you'd give a friend or something like that, not too formal.
So there's confetti on it, and I gotta say, this is one of, can I just take off on
No.
It's like tell us
staring at my
the
face.
makeup of the cake. We have a lot of things happening here.
Okay, so on this cake, it's a chocolate caramel cake. It has buttercream, it has some fondant work. I did some sugar cookies, some macaroons, and some pulled sugar, which I feel like we haven't seen much.
This fancy stuff here. These are all sugar, like
They're edible.
Everything is edible,
Everything's
right?
edible. I just wanted to incorporate as much as what I went to learn from this show that helped me to take my career path seriously.
A lot of people, when it comes to cakes, people look forward to probably, how would you say, like SpongeBob, or are you able to do all these things?
Yeah, I do.
And where can they find you?
My main means of communicating to
Customers.
to public is through Facebook. They go to caramelo.bz. Also on Instagram, I get much of my work out there.
Yeah.
I like sharing the pictures and everything I do. Phone number 635-2098. That's, you just call, text, WhatsApp. Anyway, you could reach me and I will answer as soon as I can.
So how do you decide on what kind of icing or topping goes with a particular cake? Because I don't bake very well. I can cook, but I don't bake.
Baking is hard.
Yeah.
Generally, I would match it with what flavor the cake is. So if someone asks for a vanilla cake, then you have more room to play with the frosting. Or if you want the cake itself to stand out, then you take back from what you're adding on top. This one, I just didn't want to do a full fondant cake so that you could, people tend to peel off the fondant and not eat it or not enjoy it. So I wanted you all to, go back to the buttercream, have a taste of the cake.
And the 8 is a cookie.
Yes, the 8 is
Because you make fantastic sugar cookies. And macaroons as well.
These are things that I've brought on the show, and I felt like it was a connection to the show, so I added it onto the cake.
Well, it's a beautiful cake, and I know that it's going to taste even better than how it looks.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
Of course. Thank you so much
Pop in your mouth.
for creating our 8th anniversary cake. Now,
Caramello.
we have cake, and there's also some champagne.
And of course, there's bubbly there, and we have to have bubbly here. But
Should we stand back?
no. And one of the beautiful things, being 8 and being able to have champagne. Wow.
At 8 in the morning, too.
That's right, 888. Cool.
You gotta rake people, that'll rake.
That's right, yeah, it is. It might just be woo.
Now it's a celebration. We've actually learned to do that on air as well. Talk about things
Without
you learn and
hurting
open your
people.
eyes. And that you don't want it to overflow and all the theatrics that you typically see on TV.
And remember, the finer the bubbles.
I'll tell you this much. For folks who are celebrating probably their 8th anniversary of marriage or their relationship, this is definitely one of the ways how you celebrate champagne.
Oh, sorry.
That's hers. And some
That's
cake.
how it works.
some cake, and some music, because we've got music and good company, of course. So here you go. Smells good. Smells
And we
good.
have joining us on set CEO of Channel 5, Marleni, who is
Cheering.
all right. We need a microphone here. Yeah, thank you.
And I think I kind of finished, but we're going to do what's left in the glass. That's for our viewers.
All right. You guys can join us in the chairs. We'll put it right next to the beautiful.
That's right.
All right.
There you go. So, Miss Mai, we know you have something that you'd like to say at this time.
I always have something to say. So today I'll say good morning. Open your eyes, everybody. I can't believe our baby is 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
So and there's a lot to celebrate about this moment. I always look back at the first show we had. It wasn't in this building. It was a smaller building. We've grown over the years. Spectacular show. I think we hold the audience in the mornings here in the studio. Thanks to William, who has divorced me somewhat. But to Marleni, who's been our right hand here on the show. To our new people, John and Jamie. I think that most people understand what we do. Our objective is to get the information out, to have these conversations that connect us with the people. I think that's the critical thing for us at Channel 5, always having a love affair with our audience. I think we can look forward next year for even greater things to happen here on Open Your Eyes. I'm very excited about it. I think this week was a particularly hard week for children. So I'm looking forward for another year of working even closer with children. I think looking back, it's one of the things that we have done, but I think we need to do more. I think Marlyn is a very good example of what we have done with a lot of young people. She's very talented, but she's really a Channel 5 baby as well. We call people that come through our shows and grow and become a household name, so successful, working with their talent is important. So I think Marleni and everybody else, I think what we should do this year is really work with children. I think we get a lot with that.
And young adults like Aurelio.
And
Aurelio was 12 when she came, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You were 12. Aurelio was a sixth form student, and you're right, he's been back to do so many things. And I think what is just key is opportunities. If we give them opportunities, look at what can happen. You guys are great examples as well. Thank you for participating.
Can I just say, my other son there is also a good example, one Dwayne Moody.
He's trying to hide behind the camera.
He's trying so hard, but I know, I call him my other bad picnic. Dwayne has been with us for a long time, but really and truly I want to pay tribute to all the hardworking people in our company.
Definitely.
People like Rick that were here for so long, people like Steven, Darrell, Alvin, Sosa. We have a tremendous staff.
Fantastic.
And I don't think that we could function without them, really and truly. I mean, a lot of work that happens is because of them.
And this is the kickstart, right, of our anniversary celebrations.
We're looking forward for a huge Gimme 5, for a reality wedding, a wedding that a lovely couple that we have. That's part of our giving back as well. We're partnering with Confetti, but lots of things happening on our anniversary, which is 25 years is a long time. It's silver, right. I'm told.
Yeah.
Let me go out to mention that in order for a ship to sail from point A to point B, there must be a captain with the ability to take the ship from point A to point B. So I want to tell you, thank you for scouting these people to eventually move this ship from point A to point Z. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So we want to say thank you especially to our viewers. We know there are many options that you have, and we're not just talking locally. You can tune into the Today Show, Good Morning America. You can watch the news, international. And when you make the decision to tune into Channel 5, we really appreciate it. We appreciate that we're able to bring you the information that you want to see. And that is very relevant to to how we are living within Belize as well. So, and we always encourage people, if you have ideas, if you have suggestions, we're so open to them. I think the most important thing is that we continue to grow.
That's right.
That's it. Right?
Growth is important.
So 8 years and many more. All right.
All the best.
Cheers.
Cheers
And
to you, the audience.
okay, and we start to cut the cake. Do we do the cake cutting, or we have Marlyn ready for another performance at this time?
All right. You took yours already?
Of course.
Man, I was
It's bad
hesitant.
luck to cheers and not drink.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over now to Marlyn for her final performance. And remember, this is from her upcoming album, Exposed. And you can look forward to her on tour pretty soon. And she says the song will tell you all you need to know.
Can I say one thing?
Marlyn.
One thing before we go to her. Maybe people don't know, but you know that really sexy song that's playing in the background of the Belizean launch commercial?
Oh.
That's Marlyn. So, in case you were wondering, it's a Belizean artist, and definitely it's a sexy song. I love it, right? It fits that commercial great. So, go ahead and do your performance.
As they meet, as we're moving slow to the beat. You know it's no lie, I know we're bullshit, but that's alright. See, baby, we could take our time, and baby, we can do this right. And when it's all over, tonight I'm gonna make you warm my eye. You bring the fire down on me. Every time you look at me, you make me weak all in my knees. Loving me this, loving me that way. You're right where you're supposed to be, grinding all on my body. You make me loving me this, loving me that way. Loving me this, loving me this, loving me that way. Loving me this, loving me this, loving me that way. Loving me this, loving me this, loving me that way. Loving me this, loving me that way. Baby, kiss my lips. I could feel your grief. You know it's no lie, our bodies in sync. No time to think, no, 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 no. No more, feels so right. Tonight I'm gonna make you warm my eye. You bring the fire down on me. Every time you look at me, you make me weak all in my knees. You're right where you're supposed to be, grinding all on my body. Whoa, whoa. Loving me this, loving me that way. My lover, I'll be a dirty cop and we could play undercover. Could make me crazy, vision going hazy, baby. Let hold you, squeeze you, touch you, love you that way. Oh, oh, yeah. Every time you look at me, oh, 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 love me this, love me that way. You're supposed to be riding on my body. You make me, this way. you.